What's up everybody, Jemillio here with another SUPERX review. Now, this one is going to be a little bit shorter, but there's still gonna be some valuable information that's gonna help you guys along the way. Now, a couple things that I wanna say before we get started is the first thing, if you found this video helpful, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I have a goal that I wanna hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of summer. I'm almost at 900. So I'm not too far from my goal, but I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers. And once I do that, I'm going to start doing giveaways. So if you find these videos helpful, you like my content, please consider subscribing. And also, if you want a discount code on anything on their site, including what I'm going to show you in this video, I do have a discount code, Jemillio, J-E-M-I-L. It'll give you 15% off. So that way, you know, it'll take a little bit of the impact away, because I know sometimes SUPERX stuff it's not the cheapest. It could definitely be pricey, and it can dent the wallet a little bit. So use that discount code if you want a 50% discount. Okay, so now we're gonna get right into this review. Now, of course, this is a Power Ranger collection product breakdown, but a lot of people are asking the question, are these all brand new tracksuits? Is there new stuff? What's going on? I'm not exactly sure what's going on, and I'm here to answer that question for you. So let's first talk about the tracksuits. For the most part, it's a restock. There have been a couple of changes on the tracksuits. I'm gonna get into those. And there are new things. I'm gonna talk about those after. So let's first talk about the tracksuits. Let's talk about the male tracksuits. So I'm wearing the Green Ranger tracksuit. I'm 5'10", about 190 pounds. I'm wearing a large and everything. And if you want to see my full breakdown of sort of like the material that's used and the fit and the function and the fandom that is Power Rangers, I spent a lot of time and work on my first Power Rangers review. So I'm going to put a link in the description up here, and I'm going to put a link down in the description of the video also. So I'm going to put a link up in the corner of the video and then down in the description. Watch that video. It's going to give you a lot more in-depth detail. I'm going to go quickly. Move quickly along with these tracksuits because not a lot has changed. So the main thing that has changed on all of the tracksuits, all of the colors, is the white panels that are on the shoulders and the upper back are now mesh. It used to be the same kind of fabric that everything else was on the tracksuit, but on these new ones, it's mesh on the shoulders and the upper back. That's pretty much the main change for those. The second change is for the Green Ranger. Now we have screen accurate forearms and calves. On the first one, the forearms and calves were the diamond pattern like all the other Rangers. But if you watch Power Rangers growing up as a kid, you know that Tommy has the spike pattern. He doesn't have the diamond pattern that the red, the black, the blue, the pink, the yellow, that all the other colors have. So they actually got that right this time. So those are the main two differences on the Green. You're gonna have the spike pattern on the calves and the forearms and that mesh on the shoulders and the upper back. And then all the other ones are pretty much the same except for the mesh. Now, there's one more change for the women's, and I have my girlfriend that's modeling that. Okay, so you are wearing a small, height and weight?
5'1", I weigh about like 127 pounds.
Gotcha, okay. And you're wearing, like I said, you're wearing a small. What do you think about the size? Would you go up, go down?
No, I would say true to size.
Okay. Same thing with the joggers?
Yes.
Okay. Not up or down on the joggers?
No, true to
okay,
size.
You got it, true to size. The major change on this version of the Pink and Yellow Ranger, as opposed to the first version that came out, is the first version was unisex. This is only sized for women. It is not a unisex size, it is women's size. A lot of women that got the Pink and Yellow Ranger, they like the fabric, they like the feel, but let's face it, when a woman tends to wear unisex, it's very loose, it's very baggy, it's very big, and some people like that, which is cool, but a lot don't, and they're of course gonna want to have the same benefit of a guy wearing SUPERX clothing. When a guy wears SUPERX clothing, it's supposed to help accentuate his physique. So now that it's in women's sizing, it can do the same thing and help accentuate her physique a little bit more as well. So looking at it, what you can tell, especially because it's cut for a woman, unlike the last Pink and Yellow where it was unisex, it is going to be tighter on the arm, so you're not going to see as much loose material on the arm because, you know, most women tend to have smaller arms than guys. You're going to have a little bit more room in the bust area, and then it's going to cinch in at the waist and kind of flare out towards the bottom. So these are just some of the features that you're going to see on this because it is a woman's cut as opposed to it being that unisex cut of the first ones that came out. What do you think about how it fits and how it feels?
I like how it doesn't fit too loose. I think it fits just right on me. I feel like the fabric, I'm able to move around. I think it'll keep me warm during all types of different seasons. But overall, I like it. I like the pouch in the front.
Gotcha.
That's very handy.
How's the fabric feel?
It feels soft, like pajamas.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. So there you go, guys. That's the new women's sized pink Ranger. And again, the yellow Ranger is the same cut as well. My sizing recommendations for the hoodie and the joggers is going to be, for the men's stuff, is going to be stay true to size. So my recommendation for the first version that came out was stay true to size. It hasn't changed. Again, it's the same fit, it's the same fabric. You know, it's something that if you like how that fits you, if you got the first one, you like how it fits you, don't change anything. It's the same great fabric and feel. Now we're gonna get into two new items that they've never come out with before. The first thing we're gonna talk about are these layered shorts with the compression layer underneath. Once again, I'm 5'10", 190, wearing a large in these shorts, and these things are packed with detail. So I'm wearing the Green Ranger. All of the shorts have the same zippers and features, which are one zipper pocket on the right, an open pocket on the left, and a zipper pocket on the left back. Where the differences come in are the coin. So the Green Ranger is going to have the dragon coin on that left side. Blue Ranger, Black Ranger, Red Ranger are all going to have their Ranger coin. So, you know, Triceratops, Mastodon, Tyrannosaurus, they're all going to have that. And then a really cool feature that I think is it's great because they kind of didn't have to do it, but they went the extra mile anyway, is on the compression layer underneath on the right side, it is the helmet of each Ranger. So this is the helmet of the Green Ranger. On the red one, you're gonna have the helmet of the Red Ranger, Black Ranger, Blue Ranger, same thing. Each one has the helmet of their Ranger. Just an extra bit of detail that I think they, you know, obviously they didn't have to do, but they did anyway. These shorts are very comfortable, very stretchy. The waistband feels great. These are the same, this is the same material, same fit, same feel as the Spider-Man layered shorts and the Darth Vader layered shorts. So there was no change there in regards to, you know, like the fit and the feel. My sizing recommendation, as usual, is gonna be true to size. I wear a large in all my other shorts. I'm wearing a large in these. I would not want to size down. I would not want to size up. So that's my take on these shorts. Now this last item is something that is not going to come out until the end of July, so it's not available yet. The company has announced that they're going to start making MMA rash guards. And they've got a bunch of characters down the pipeline. They're going to be doing a bunch of different properties. But the one that we're talking about today are the Power Ranger rash guards. Now, what's the difference between this and a performance shirt? Well, the name is in, I mean, it says it in the title. It's a rash guard. A rash guard is something, for those of you who don't know, is something that you wear when you do a grappling sport. If you're wrestling, if you're doing jiu-jitsu, you know, usually in MMA, you're going to, with mixed martial arts, you're going to do some sort of grappling. That's what you wear a rash guard for. Now, this is going to be a lot more basic and simple looking and not as cool looking as like their performance long sleeves and short sleeves. Why? Because you can't have all that pattern. You can't have all the stitching, because if you're grappling and you have all these different panels and stuff on there, your shirt's gonna rip. It's gonna split open. You need something that is thicker. You need something that is, you know, that isn't gonna split. So all this you see on here is a sublimation print. It's printed onto the shirt. Does it look as cool and is it as detailed as the other, you know, the other ones? No, because there's a lot more work that goes into that. This is something that is just like, you know, a basic print. It's white on the inside, but that's how a rash guard is supposed to be made. You gotta make it like that. So, you know, for those of you guys who are into MMA, you know what a rash guard is, but for some of you guys, you may not know. So I wanna kind of fill you in and give you some info. The difference you're gonna see on each one, they're coming out with green, blue, they're coming out with green, black, and red. They're each gonna have their Ranger's coin on the neck tape. So the Green Ranger is gonna have the dragon coin. On the back, it's gonna have the coin of the Ranger. So of course, Green's gonna have the dragon coin there. And then on the inside of the bottom of the cuff, or the bottom of the shirt, it has this silicone strip and it's gonna have the coin of each Ranger. And that's so it helps the shirt stay down as you're rolling around, grappling, you know, somebody's on top of you, grabbing you. So that's what's coming out. They're gonna be coming out with these MMA rash guards at the end of July. That's the entire collection. So again, some stuff that's a little bit different, some stuff that's the same, and some new stuff. So you know, for a lot of you guys, you missed that original kind of Power Rangers drop. It was one of the biggest drops in SUPERX history. You know, a lot of you guys got it, but a lot of you guys missed it and weren't able to get your hands on it. So now, if you didn't get one in the beginning, you're gonna be able to get the new one. If you're somebody who did get the original Green Ranger one, but you want something that's more screen accurate, you're like, well, you know, I want it to look more like the suit, then hey, pick up this new one. But if you don't, you don't. It's the same great fabric, same great feel. If those features are worth it for you to pick up another one, by all means do it. If you don't, it is what it is. If you guys have any questions about sizing, stuff like that, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.